Morning, guys. How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right, awesome. All right, so on today's chapter on our civics exam for this week, we're going to be learning a little bit about citizenship. Before we begin the presentation, who could tell me what citizenship is? Who knows? Not all at once. I guess I got to bring out the goods. Who could tell me? Raise your hand. Anna?
Somebody that belongs to a country or that's legally there.
Okay, somebody that belongs somewhere in a specific place. Okay, I like that. Anybody else?
Someone
Camila?
that's not illegal, you have.
Okay, someone that needs to be there in the right state of mind. Okay, so let's see what it is.
This is an outrage. I demand a phone call. A British spy? I'm an American citizen. Dear Agent Morgan, what does it mean to be a citizen? From Dan. Do you want me to prove my citizenship by answering this letter? Alright, mister, I'll play your game. A citizen is a legal member of a community, like a city, state, or country. Citizenship guarantees you certain rights, but it comes with some responsibilities too. Every country has citizens and its own definition of citizenship. But since I'm trying to prove my allegiance to my native land, let's focus on what it means to be a citizen of the United States. Every U.S. citizen is a free and equal member of American society and gets to enjoy all the rights guaranteed by the Constitution. That's the document that lays out the plan for our government. It's the supreme law of the land. The basic rights of American citizens are listed in the Constitution's first 10 amendments, also known as the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights guarantees all citizens freedom of speech and religion, the right to privacy and trial by jury, and a whole bunch of other important protections. Later amendments of the Constitution added new rights and protections. After the Civil War, the 14th Amendment expanded the definition of citizenship to include anyone born in the United States. It also guarantees all citizens equal protection, so a state can't pass a law that denies you your constitutional rights. Right, that goes for people too. You have to respect the rights of other citizens. It's not just being nice, it's mandatory, which means you have to do it. There are other mandatory responsibilities too, like paying taxes, serving on juries, and basically obeying the law. If you don't follow up on these responsibilities, you could face a punishment, like having to pay a fine or even serving time in jail. Then there are responsibilities that aren't mandatory, but highly encouraged. For one thing, citizens in democratic societies are expected to actively participate in government. The best way to do that is by exercising one of our most important rights, the right to vote. In a democracy, the government's power comes from the people. By keeping informed about important issues and choosing the elected officials to represent them, and even running for office themselves, citizens really control how their government works. What do you mean? Of course you were born here. Weren't you? Right. Well, even if you weren't, you can still become a citizen later in life. The U.S. is known as a melting pot, a mixture of people from many different ethnic backgrounds. Most American citizens either moved here from other countries or are descended from people who did. These immigrants have come from all over the world, leaving their home countries to start new lives. To become an American citizen, immigrants have to go through a process called naturalization. To be naturalized, you need to live in the U.S., and you should definitely know how to read and speak English. After you fill out an application form, you get interviewed by an immigration officer, and then you take a citizenship test. Relax, the interview is just to make sure that you're eligible for citizenship, that you're not a dangerous person, and that you respect the Constitution. In the test, make sure you have a basic knowledge of U.S. laws, history, and symbols like the American flag. Once you pass the test, you attend a ceremony where you take an oath of allegiance and presto, you're officially a naturalized citizen. No, it's not exactly a walk in the park, but it's not supposed to be. Citizenship is a privilege that reflects our democratic values and brings people from many backgrounds together under one national identity. So, am I convinced you that I'm a citizen yet? Good, now my phone call. Oh, the
Alright.
center?
So now we kind of got a little idea of what citizenship is. You know, it's a word that we hear a lot. We don't understand what it is, but here they kind of break it down for us a little bit more. So who could read to me the first block? What is a citizen? Leilani?
Members of a country, I mean, a community or country.
Okay, good. What about the second one? Sophia?
Have rights and responsibilities.
Rights and responsibilities. We do have rights and responsibilities as a citizen. It's not just, you know, nothing. Like we do get something that belongs to us once we become a citizen. Maddie?
Are either born in the country or become a citizen later in life.
Later on in life. So there's two different ways to becoming a citizen, part of a country or a community. Either you were born there naturally, like we heard in the video, or later on in life, you can become one if that's something you choose. Selena, next one.
Citizenship provides a sense of belonging and identity.
Yes. So when you when you're part of something and you are involved in it, you care for it more. For example, if you like sports and you become a fan of a team, you wear their gear, you go to their games, you support them, so you feel part of that team. Same thing comes with citizenship. When you belong in part of a community, you're going to be able to participate more and take care of it more, right? And then last one, Ava.
Citizens are important to create a community where
Correct. Just like I said, without like the example that I just mentioned with the sports team. If the sports team doesn't have fans, what's the point of having a sports team, right? There's nobody there that support them. There's nobody here to look after them. Nobody there to cheer them. So the team doesn't work. So citizens are kind of like the fans of a community. Good. Thank you. All right. As we heard, there's two different ways to becoming a citizen. Being born in that community, in that country. So for example, we're in the United States. So if you were born here, you're already an automatic citizen thanks to the 14th Amendment, as we heard in the video. And then by naturalization, which is a process where immigrants can become citizens. So this meaning, for example, myself, I was not born here in the United States. I came along with my parents. We were immigrants seeking for the American dream, seeking for a better future. After years of being here, we were eligible to apply for citizenship, all right? And by doing that, we went through the naturalization process that is here, which, as we heard in the video, it includes an interview just to make sure who we are, say why we want to become U.S. citizens, that we respect this country, that we respect the laws, and that we want to be able to be part of this community to help it grow. That's the ultimate thing that a citizen must do. All right, any questions so far?
no.
Good, awesome. All right, who can read to me some of the rights of the U.S. citizens? Someone new. Yes.
Freedom of speech, religion, and the press. Citizens can express their opinions.
Correct. So here in the United States, some of the rights that we have as citizens is the freedom of speech, religion, and press. Being able to say what we believe, to say what we think. There's a lot of places that this right is not available for their citizens. So imagine if you're a citizen of a place that doesn't let you be who you are, who doesn't let you dress how you want to dress, doesn't let you be, what you want to be. All right? That's one of the great things that we have as citizens here in the United States. Somebody else? Lauren?
The right to vote in elections.
The right to vote in elections. Same thing. Being able to choose. Giving the freedom to choose what you want and what you want people to represent you as. That's another big thing. Here in the United States, we have something that's called a democracy. Being able to have the freedom to choose who wants us to be our leader. All right? So that's, again, something that a lot of countries don't have. And thankfully, we have it here, and as U.S. citizens, we have the privilege of doing that. And then last one. Yes.
The right to a free trial protects individuals from unjust legal action.
Good. That's very important too. Just think about it. So what does it mean to have a free trial? So let's say here in the United States, if you commit a crime or supposedly committed a crime, you are innocent until proven guilty. Because think about it. Let's say there was a crime that happened, I don't know, by the bank. let's say that the bank got robbed, and they said, oh, we saw somebody with a red shirt that did it, that the person with the red shirt did it, and happens to be that you were in that bank that day because, I don't know, maybe you were getting some money, maybe you were depositing a check and you were wearing a red shirt, and they see you, oh, boom, this person is it, this is the person that did it, but you didn't do it. So imagine in another country, they'll be like, oh, that's it, no, you did it, you were wearing the red shirt, you were in the bank the day of the robbery, it was you. That's it, you're guilty, you're going to jail for 50 years. That's not right. So here in the United States, you are innocent until proven guilty. Because just because you happen to be there at the same time wearing what the person that stole the bank did, doesn't mean that you did it. So that's one of the protections that we have as U.S. citizens. All right? Very good?
Yes.
Any questions? No. Nope. All right. Some responsibilities, because with those rights, we also have some responsibilities that we need to carry. So one of them is obeying the laws. So obeying the laws means to follow the rules to keep order in society, to build a safe place for all citizens. All right? Meaning, in a society, there are laws for a reason. Those laws are there to protect us, to make sure that everything is safe. All right? Because if there were no laws, if there was no order, people could do whatever they want. And with that comes craziness, right? Imagine if there was no street signs, people just driving however they want. It's still a little crazy here in Miami, but we have at least we have some sort of rules to help us out. Paying taxes. So paying taxes is also important because it helps us build schools, roads, public services, and it provides funds for the community to grow. So without taxes, imagine schools can't be built. Where are the kids gonna go? There's no roads. If there's no roads, how are people going to be able to drive around? Right? You know, it's you know, it gets really crazy. And then public services. Who could tell me what's a public service? What's a public service?
A police officer?
June, good job. A police officer, correct. Another one. Camila?
A firefighter?
Firefighter, good, awesome. Anyone else? Last one? Lauren?
EMS.
EMS, there you go. So all these public services help us and are provided by the taxes that are paid within the community, all right? So the reason that we have fire departments, the reason that we have police stations, all these people that are there to help the community be safe and the community grow are all provided by the taxes that are paid within the community, all right? And then last but not least, jury duty. So jury duty ensures a fair trial by a group of peers and gives the opportunity for people to take care of their community. So jury duty. Who has ever seen a movie or a show with like a judge and then people on the side and then they're discussing the trial? Who has seen that like on TVs or movies, right? So the people that are on the side that are listening there, they're usually 12. They're called a jury. So a jury usually consists of people of the area or the community that the crime or the case that they're listening to usually happens. All right? Why is that? All right? Because as people of that community, we want to be able to hear what's happening, and we want and us together, we need to determine if this person that the case is happening on, is this a fair thing that they did, or is it something that they did wrong and we don't want it in our community again? All right? That's why it's people from that area. All right? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Got it? Awesome. No questions?
No.
Nope. All right. So, what does it mean to be an active citizen? Who could tell me? Who could read for me? Anna?
Helping make a positive impact in your community, volunteering.
Okay, so volunteering. So volunteering is one of the ways that we could help in our community. So who has ever volunteered at a book drive or a shelter or any type of volunteering? Doesn't really have to be anything like that, right? So being able to volunteer shows a good role model for our citizens. All right, for our future citizens as well, for children, because not only you are helping your community, but you're helping the further generations know that helping your where you live, helping where you're at, is what gets a community better. All right, who can read this one for me? Yes.
Voting in local, state, and national elections. A essential way to have your voice heard and know the leadership of your community.
Okay, so voting in local, state, and national. So what does it mean by voting local? What does it mean by that? Like when we're voting local, yes.
Like the county.
Like the county, correct. So meaning like the mayor, the commissioners, local leaders, people that help where you live, all right? They're the reasons that we have, good transportation, like the buses and stuff. They have good clean parks for us to go out and play, have picnics, have events with our families. Voting for state, what does it mean for voting for state? Who could tell me that? Yes, Julie? Huh? Governor, correct. So voting for your governor, people that are controlling the state, making sure that the state funds are distributed properly, that everybody has an equal share, that everybody has the same opportunities throughout the whole state of Florida to be successful. All right. And then national, that's we just had one recently, is for the president, correct. So the president, the House of Representatives, the senators, all of the people that help the country run and help the country move forward. All right? Everybody got that?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then, who could read this one for me? Yes.
Contacting government officials about issues. Express concerns and opinions on important matters.
Okay. So contacting your government officials and about issues. What does that mean? So, let me ask you something. Let's say by your house, in your community where you live, right? You live in a corner street and you notice that the stop sign that is on the corner of the street fell down because maybe it was windy or maybe somebody hit it by accident. So that's not there anymore, right? That stop sign. That stop sign is there for a reason, right? Because it's there to make sure that whoever's driving this way makes a stop, so they look at the street so they could keep going to prevent any type of accident. With that stop sign down, accidents can happen. Accidents could occur and could hurt somebody. All right. So if you notice that, being an active citizen, you will call your local, because again we're working right now in local because it's your neighborhood. You call your local representative, your local office member, and you let them know, hey, I live in this street, blah blah blah, and I noticed that the stop sign that is in the corner of my street fell down. That could cause an accident. So we need to get that fixed ASAP because again we got to prevent that. That is what this means. That is what that means. If you guys look over here as well, you guys see a little picture of a broken road, right? Same thing as well. If you're driving, let's say again, if you're driving on your way to work and then the route that you take to work has this big ditch right here. This big ditch is dangerous. If you're driving and then if you hit it wrong, you could flip your car, it could cause an accident, it could give you a flat tire. This can happen. And especially if we going back to the previous thing, if we're paying taxes, if we're paying things to make sure our community is built right and it's safe and it's new, why do we have these ditches on the ground, right? So that's why being an active citizen is making sure that we call and let them know, hey, on the road here on Bird and 197 or 157, whatever, there's a huge ditch and people keep getting stuck and people keep getting hurt. We need to fix that, please. That is what this means, all right? And then the last one, who can read to me the last one? Ava again.
Running for office. How can it direct changing the government?
So this means, let's say again, this keeps happening. There's a lot of things that are happening in your community and you're not happy about it. You keep asking for change and the change doesn't come. You know what? Why not myself? If I am a US citizen, if I live in this community and I want to make a change and I'm willing to make a change, why can't I run? Well, guess what? You can. You can. All right? So that's what that means. By running for office, you are able to make a direct impact. Because again, if you're calling, again, back to this example, if you're calling and you're telling, yo, people are getting hurt, people are still driving through this bad road, and we're not fixing it. Let me go and make that change. All right. So that's what that means in running for office. All right. Any questions? Nope. Good. All right. So why citizenship matters. All right. Who could read to me the first bullet? Yes, Anaya.
Citizens help share the country's future.
Citizens help shape the country's future. Correct. Good. Next one. Lauren.
Democracy depends on active and responsible citizens.
Democracy depends on active and responsible citizens. Very important. Very important. All right? Next one. Leilani.
People's participation keeps democracy strong.
Okay, good. Because again, if people don't participate, if people don't do anything, then what's gonna happen to where we live? What's gonna happen to our country? Nothing. A lot of problems. People are gonna do whatever they want. People that are on top are gonna do whatever they want, and we don't want that. Because this country is for who? The citizens, for the people that live here. It's not for the people on the top, the people with money. It's for us. This is our country. This is our responsibility. Next one. Yes, Selena.
Rights come with responsibilities to keep society fair and just.
Yes. All right. And then last one. Maddie.
Contributing to society ensures a better life for all.
Correct. So, next time that we hear why citizenship matters, why should we vote? Why should we do this? Why should we care if no one's gonna listen to us? We shouldn't think like that. We need to remind ourselves that our voices will always be heard. Our strongest power as being a citizenship is our voices. All right. So being able to stay active and being able to keep the democracy strong will make sure that our community and our future as a nation will grow. All right? Because again, back to the sports, because I'm a big sports guy. If the team doesn't have fans, if the country doesn't have citizens, can it be a country? No. A team without its fans cannot move forward, cannot grow. All right? Everybody good? Any questions? All right. So I'm gonna pass out, and you guys are gonna be in your groups that we assigned earlier. Okay. I'm gonna pass out this worksheet. This worksheet has 5 simple questions about the lesson that we just learned about citizenship, and then once you get to number 5 is gonna tell you to give an example of the rights. So some of the ones that we heard, I'm gonna go back so we can see them. Some of the rights, so here's some of the rights that we have as citizens. You're gonna pick, your group is gonna pick one of these, and you guys are gonna write a scenario, so like an example in real life, just like I gave the one about the bank and jury duty and stuff. You're gonna write one of that, and then once we're done, we're gonna present it together, okay? Got it? All right. Make sure you put your name and date and period once you're there. I'm gonna just put a stack right here, you guys put it down. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it right here. Sorry. I'm gonna leave it right here. Again, when you write your example, make sure that it's realistic. It's something that we see in our daily lives, something that could happen. All right? Any other questions? Missing 2 papers? Yes, absolutely. Yes, Selena. You're missing one more, babe?
No, we need
2? I got you. I got enough. I didn't run out of my copies this month.
Okay, we can take like turns.
Alright?
Reading instructions and with the
Once you guys are done, just let me know. Yes, absolutely.
Can you pass your pencil?
Yes. I'm gonna start charging for these pencils. Yes.
Okay, number 1. What is a citizen? A,
A pencil? Okay, yes, absolutely.
government. C, a person who starts a business. And D, a person who lives in and belongs to a community. D, right?
There you go. No problem.
Okay, let's do the first. That is one right and one responsibility of a citizen.
Remember, if you have any questions, any concerns, raise your hand, and I'll help you guys out.
Okay, number 2. What does responsibility mean? A. Working that is done by the government. B. To rely on for help. C. Something a person should do because it is necessary and important. Or D. A way to solve a problem. C. Does everybody agree? Number 4. There's two responsibilities. Two possible people needed.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is the
Alright, we got a couple more minutes, guys. Alright, let's get 2 more minutes, guys, okay? Wrap it up.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
We finished.
Alright.
Just wait for the papers.
Perfect. Thank you. Perfect. I'm gonna leave them right here so I can collect them by groups. And then we could move on to the next part of the lesson. You guys done? Everything good?
We're reenacting the last one.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah.
No, wait. If you guys are all done, just put them here, and then yeah, we're gonna do that.
We're gonna give you a
Huh? You guys want to be the first group? Okay. All right, ready? All right, perfect. All right, so can I have this first group over here come and show us what right you guys chose? When you guys come up, just let us know what right you guys chose and what message are you trying to send. All right, ready? And action.
Anna crashed her car into a bank and it got robbed.
And her baby flew out the window.
Oh my God.
My baby, no, not my baby, that was in my car.
Oh.
What do you say, Joey?
I think that Anna should get in jail.
Guilty?
Guilty!
All right, round of applause, guys. So, they showed us what a right to free trial is, which is good, very important. Can I have my second group?
Actually, I think that Anna should go in
Two chairs? Okay. All right. What right are you guys doing?
right to vote.
Right to vote, okay. All right, well, let's stand over here so the rest of the class sees, guys. Let's stand in this side.
Okay, so I'm the vice president, she's the president, and they're the voters. So you guys.
No, she's the other president, and I'm the president. 'Cause you know it's two presidents.
Oh!
They go against each
The
other.
candidates, they're candidates.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So,
Go vote. I vote for June.
All right, okay.
I vote for Leonardo.
Think wisely. It's a tie. Oh no.
And I vote for you guys doing a great job. Good job, guys. Good job.